guys, welcome to Bastion Time. I am your host Bastion, and this is Zelda news, and then later on some Nintendo news. Let's get to that Zelda news. I have to say that although this is awesome, it's kind of frustrating because I had this exact idea a year ago, or a little more than a year ago, and I found out I did not have the skills to implement it, so that's frustrating. But I was playing around with a piece of software that lets you create games for the iPhone, because I have already used a piece of software that lets you create like JRPGs for PC, and I figured, well, I successfully created a big full-size game with that RPG thing. Surely I can create an iOS game. Turns out, no. I just couldn't grasp the software. I'm not a programmer, I didn't understand what I was doing, but my big idea was doing a demake of the original Legend of Zelda, where everything it was going to be called The Legend of Pixel or something like that, and it was going to be where everything was reduced down to a pixel. Link would just be one green pixel. Every tile, like a tree, would be a light green pixel. You know, it's basically this. This is exactly what I was thinking of doing a year and a half ago. And so it's kind of unfortunate, and I wasn't going to sell this or anything. I wasn't going to try to make money off of it. I was just going to make it for fun, and then maybe put it out for free on iOS and just let people have fun. But it's just frustrating that somebody else was able to do my idea, but it's also awesome that that idea didn't just have to stay in my brain, that obviously somebody else had the exact same idea and went ahead and made it, and now you can play it. The only thing that I have to complain about this is that that he didn't do the dungeons as well. He did do the whole major overworld, and then you go into a dungeon and you just instantly get a piece of Triforce. And he did it that way because of time. It was a 48-hour project thing. I mean, that just goes to show how awful I was. I couldn't even figure this thing out in like a month, and he did it in 48 hours. But it's just like, it would be kind of cool if he could do an update that actually had the dungeons in it. It makes it awfully short. And I mean, what I was going to do was also remix the overworld so that I think I was going to flip everything backwards. So that way, you know, even if you're super familiar with The Legend of Zelda, you would be like, oh, I'm not quite sure what's going on here. It looks like The Legend of Zelda, but oh, is it backwards? That might, you know, mess me up, kind of like the Master Quest in Ocarina of Time. Anyways, at first I was very frustrated, but now I'm glad that somebody else was able to bring my idea, I'm sure many other people have this idea, to fruition, so good on him. People have been trying to hack the 3DS to no avail. However, somebody claims, and sort of shows proof, that they have been able to successfully hack the 3DS to allow Homebrew, still no piracy, which is probably as it should be. So if you want more details about that, there's a link for it down below. People have been finding all kinds of references from Nintendo franchises in Infamous Second Son, and there was a Zelda one. There's also a Mario and Luigi one, if you want all those details. Or if you just want to find it out for yourself, go play that game. But if you want to find out the details, there's a link for you down below. That's it for this episode of whatever news. See you guys tomorrow for more. See you then. Bye.